Black English tells of the Creoles of African slaves, the Geechee of the Deep South, the jazz and jive of Harlem, and the rap and street talk in ghettos today. That's next Monday at 8:05. And this BBC book on the series is available from booksellers. Also next Monday, as part of the BBC's celebration of 50 years of television, we look back to the far-off days of 1936 and to the first flickers of life on the box.
There's a temporary vacancy for secretarial staff at TS. You start this morning.
What's TS?
The television service.
What television service?
At Alexandra Palace.
Well, there is no television service.
The idea, up to a few minutes ago that is, was that we all start work today, and in 10 weeks' time, November the 2nd, we broadcast the first programme of the world's first high-definition television service. A few minutes ago, however, I had a phone call from our elders and betters at Broadcasting House, who tell me that the radio show at Olympia is having trouble selling stands to exhibitors. Well, we've been asked to help. Instead of 10 weeks, we go on the air in 9 days.
The trials and tribulations of those fools on the hill are remembered next Monday at 9:30 on 2. The 9 o'clock news has just started on BBC One, to be followed at 9:30 by the second of Panorama's reports on the state of the National Health Service. Here on 2, the scourge of the English Tourist Board strikes again.
Story of English looks at the English of Ireland, famous throughout the world as the Blarney or the gift of the gab. But behind this easy and inspired speech is the troubled story of Irish English in both the north and the south. That's next Monday at 8:05. Starting on BBC One now, the 9 o'clock news with John Humphreys and Andrew Harvey. Here on 2 in a moment, Fawlty Towers.
Tonight, Nurses, a new series of 6 documentaries begins.
They've just looked at her ECGs and everything. She's had quite an extensive myocardial infarction, of which she had no chest pain, absolutely nothing. But that probably caused that acute confusion that she had when she thought that she had someone break into the kitchen. So they want to keep her into after the holiday and she can go home next Thursday. She keeps asking, am I definitely going home Thursday? I think she thinks we're not going to let her home now we've got her in here. Her and her husband were married for 60 years. And she really does miss him, something terrible. And she was saying how they had a big celebration on their anniversary. And she's never touched the cake. She doesn't like to cut it. Because after that he became ill and died over on B3.
The work of the team on B6 opens a new series of 6 documentaries about nurses, tonight at 10:05 on BBC Two.
In 35 minutes, the return of the inimitable Victoria Wood as seen on TV. But first, John Cleese stars as Basil, the main manic hotel proprietor